Hello, everyone. So I turned out all right. Today is what's today? Sunday, November 21st, 2021 at 11:47 a.m. Excuse me. I woke up at 10:55 or like 10:53, and so dang, when you experience having gang stalking activities in your dreams. Well, like I was feeling kind of weird last night, but and I was fighting against trying to go to sleep because I was like, "Oh, did I overdo it with brushing my teeth with the salt water?" But I was afraid I was gonna have a medical emergency or something. Um, because I I brushed my teeth with my salt water solution, and I guess the concentration was a little stronger, and I rinsed as thoroughly as I could. Um, but I don't know if there was some residue left over, and but I never swallow it. I don't swallow it, but sometimes you can taste like an aftertaste, and so then my heart started beating really hard and kind of faster, and then my body started to feel kind of weird and weak, but I felt both high anxiety, but also felt kind of relaxed, a mixture of both at the same time, which was not a good feeling. But then, something was telling me, just calm down, Candy, you're gonna be all right. But, I didn't get to fall asleep until close to 3 o'clock, but I actually went to bed. I tried to go to bed like around midnight, but maybe my body was having a detoxing experience because last night I was trying to tell y'all that I like seemed like the mucus was coming up. It felt like as if I was vomiting mucus, just nothing but mucus, nothing else. But and then sorry for being graphic and TMI, but I had to do the second number also, if you know what I mean, like number two. And so I was a little constipated, I guess, but that helped. Like it helped get, like it helped clean me out. Like it helped. Um, I felt less constipated, and the doo doo came out, and whatever mucus was trapped or stuck, it came up and loosened up and came up and came out, and then I had to keep going to pee like every 5 minutes or so, and felt like a diuretic kind of feeling, but um the abscess, it seems like it shrunk somewhat, but I know I guess I don't have to, it's worry free if I use the coconut oil, but as far as feeling like, oh no, am I in danger? But with the coconut oil, I know it's safe, and but the thing is, it just gets messy, and that's why I've been trying to avoid using it. But last Sunday, I did the oil pulling, and I didn't have the effect that I had, a few months ago or a couple of months ago with feeling like, cause I guess that's when you know how you really did it right is to like afterwards like vomit up mucus, as an effect of like expelling mucus to detox. But um eventually about near 3 o'clock I finally fell asleep, and then I woke up. It was 10:53 this morning, because between 12 and like almost 3 o'clock, I had to keep on getting up and pissing, doing a lot of pissing and shitting. You know, if you get what I mean, and having to pee a lot. And the urine was clear, so my body must have been like detoxing. And so then, a couple of nights ago, I think it was Thursday night, I noticed that I thought that when I'm on the streets, that's when my legs swell up more, but my right leg was kind of swollen Thursday night. Um, I heard that no matter how skinny you are, the directed energy weapons make your legs swell unnecessarily. So it's like they caused my right leg to swell, but my left leg was normal. And usually I would get the fluid retention and swelling when I'm sleep deprived. Excuse me. But but then once I get better sleep, I end up peeing a little more and can sleep better. But like when I would be out on the streets homeless and being like 3 to 5, in between 3 and 5 days sleep deprived, and then finally get to go to sleep, and then I be waking up like every 10 minutes to go pee, and there's a new gang stalker right there wanting to monitor me while I pee. Male or female, they do that. It's like, it make me feel uncomfortable, but I ain't got nowhere else to go pee, being on the streets and stuff. It's like they want to be pervs and watch you. They're voyeurist, but I am not an exhibitionist. And I don't like for somebody to watch me, but I try to go and hide and avoid, being seen. But I'm I'm scared to have to go back to that, possibly, the week after next. I pray that I can still, keep my job, but it's like I don't know what's gonna happen this coming Monday. But I do not want to. I cannot afford to. I do not want to end up back on the streets again. You know. But anyway, um, so I was able to sleep good. I'm feeling a little better today than what I did yesterday morning. But yesterday morning, I got about 7 hours of sleep and felt the sleep deprived, tired feeling all day. But I don't like going to bed late, and I don't like to wake up late. But I gotta make myself, try to get back on that schedule of hopefully going to sleep at about 10 o'clock at night, and then get to wake up at like 6 or 7. That's my preferred. That's what preferred sleep schedule that I never get to have. Um, so like the first dream that I had, well, this morning, I had a dream that somebody was teaching me how to drive a big ass tour bus. I don't, and and I was like, wow, why did I have that dream? And then I had another dream or two, and I don't remember. And then another dream I had that I don't know what city and state I was in, but it was portrayed as me taking a train somewhere, But then I was like, I was walking with these people, and I was like, no, I can't take a train or a bus to go anywhere. It's 10:23 at night in a dream. And that's funny because I was born at 10:23 at night on August 25th, 1983. And my twin sister was born at 10:36. We were born 13 minutes apart. But so I was supposed to take a train or a bus, and then I was like, wait a minute, hold up. No, I'm going back to my, in a dream, I guess I said hotel and not motel. And somebody suggested, why don't you try to go get you some jobs, try to apply for some jobs at the mall. And I said, well, I had already applied at certain jobs at the mall and never got any callbacks. I said that in a dream. But hey, that happened in real life too. So in a dream, um, it's like I just recently had like another altercation with Aaliyah and the R. Kelly's daughter, um, in real life. Like another side, like another argument with her, but in a dream, like it was a different dream. Like the morning after our argument, like I had like a bad dream about her, but then she was in my dream. I don't want to say it last night because I didn't get to fall asleep till this morning. And she stole in a dream. She stole something very very valuable to me, and I ended up having like an emotional breakdown and crying and stuff in a dream. And Andrea Jones, who's like another targeted individual, but she keeps switching back and forth. Whenever she breaks, when Andrea Jones, that was the one who's said she was pregnant for. Now she's saying she's been pregnant for 3 years, and that they keep trying to stop her labor, and she's convinced that the baby is still alive. But Andrea Jones is a different girl. She's another Andrea Jones is a targeted individual, and she acted like she was trying to get me to sell out. So I cut off contact with her. But like I had a dream like last year. I had a dream that Andrea had got her a place because she was homeless on the streets and struggling just like me, and being stalked, followed, and harassed and bullied and everything. And so when Andrea finally gets what I guess it's being like a male honeypot or a handler, and they live with her and they keep her under MK Ultra, and then they use her up and then throw her back on and she like when she's under the MK Ultra, and they give her whatever she wants, and she'll end up having like blonde and purple hair and stuff like that, and then she was living with a man in a different whatever city and state, and then she'll be back on the streets and have all black hair and reading the Bible and talking about the Lord and praying and stuff, and like when she'll be on the streets with black hair or her natural hair or something, or in a shelter or something, and but then when she's gets with a certain man, she'll be like acting ratchet. I don't like that word ratchet, but she'll be acting like ratchet or something. So for whatever reason, Andrea was in my dream also, and I haven't contacted Andrea in a long time, but I used to watch and support a lot of her videos and try to watch as many as I could. And when I would be at the library in Pensacola, you know, the staff would talk extra loud when I try to watch any targeting video or anything Christian or anything important. But then when I'm watching bullshit, they be super quiet. So then, um, in the dream this morning, it was like a teal or turquoise car, I think it was, with white females, and one of them was wearing glasses. I think the one in the passenger side was wearing glasses. And in the dream, they drove by with one headlight. So yeah. So anyway, like Aaliyah and R. Kelly's daughter, the secret daughter, she had it was like a couple of weeks ago, she attacked me on YouTube um because of my videos that I had, but I don't have them public anymore. And I think it probably was her that kept trying to get my videos taken down that I had of her, and it seemed like other people said too, she's extremely satanic and like a hardcore devil worshiper, and has her nickname as Lucifer. Like R. Kelly mentioned in that Gail King video, I'm not Lucifer, but I heard her nickname is Lucifer. And like she's into some stuff that's extremely dark and evil, but they had a couple of people who defended her against me because um just because she's the child of two celebrities, but um just because she's a child of two celebrities. But you know, I mean, I think that celebrity, if I wish I would have known the truth before. I would have, like, if I would have grown up being raised with the truth, I would have never put my heart on any of these celebrities. Like, especially with the Travis Scott thing, like, all of Hollywood and all of the government freaking need to be canceled. But the wrong people are getting canceled with this cancel culture. People say targeted individuals, gang stalking, and blacklisting is another form of cancel culture. Um, that and I think it was an Uber driver I was talking to a few months ago, and he was telling me. I told him a little bit about the gang stalking and stuff, and he said that even workplace mobbing and stuff is like another version of cancel culture. Like, I guess if you don't go along with the script, or if you can't keep up with the Joneses, then you get X'd out of society. It's like imagine being kicked out of society from childhood. Like, imagine being like, I was 15 years old and knew that I was hated and rejected by society. But how the hell, all right, a 15-year-old child, a 15-year-old teenager being a targeted individual, being gang stalked. And I didn't realize what was going on at the time. I didn't even have a chance. I didn't even have a chance. You know, and the idea of living with, even though it was the foster mom, but how could you raise somebody from 5 or 6 months old and hate that child and never care about them and treat them like shit, and then still battle to control that person after they already turned 18? I mean, I was 18 or 19 years old and tried to leave. The foster mom wouldn't let me. Like, she acted like she didn't approve of me trying to go and get my own place. And I don't count the college dorms, but the foster mom had me stay in the college dorms, at Nichols State University. I never wanted to go there. I really wanted to go to either LSU or UNO, but more LSU I wanted to go to. But I eventually went to took control, started battling for control over my own life. Like after I ended up, resigning from Nichols State University, and I had to for medical reasons because the trazodone was making me sleep 15 to 18 hours a day, and so they wanted I withdrew before they can cause me to fail, because it's either WF, like withdrawal failure, or withdrawal. So before I missed too many days, that's when I withdrew from the college because that trazodone kept me sleeping. And then I ended up back with the foster family and ended up enduring more abuse. And I started going to UNO, University of New Orleans, and then I eventually got my own place. But when I was going to Nichols State University, the foster mom had everybody stalk and spy on me and go back and report everything to her. All those people, the people from like the house mom, and like they had this house mom named Sheila in Ellender Hall at Nichols State University, and she was a meddlesome, nosy, narcissistic abuser who was one of the foster mom's flying monkeys. And come to think of it, she was a perp too. So, I mean, it's like they wouldn't let me be free or be an adult at 18 and still trying to force, cripple, and infantilize me. Um, and everything was made to where, damn, I got no choice but to run back to the foster mom. But I guess, um, after I left New York, after I left to go to New York, I never lived with the foster mom again. After 2006 and after Hurricane Katrina, I never went back. I was bouncing around from different city and state again and never went back to live with her. But it's like the older I got as an adult, the abuse became more severe. 22 years old with a 3 p.m. curfew by the foster sister Shelly. And she just got finished telling me that I didn't have to answer to the foster mom with a deceitful looking smile on her face. You ain't gotta answer to her. Telling me you ain't gotta answer to her. But then there you making your fake rules for me. And y'all say I'm crazy and don't have the mentality to drive, but then, Shelly used to have me to freaking drive her kids not to school, but she used to have me make it my duty to pick up her kids from school, and I never got compensated for it. And one time she gave me $5. That's when I have a right to say a cheap ass, measly ass little $5, and then tell me you better go and make sure you put some gas in the car, in my own car. You better make sure you put gas in it. And then if I would go to the store and get groceries at 22 years old, and the foster sister Shelly would jerk my grocery bags out of my hands, and then snoop through my grocery bags, and if she'll see mostly healthy food but one candy bar or one pack of cookies, oh look, oh Candy, she got some junk food, whatever, I couldn't have a conversation with somebody like, and the foster sister Shelly want to demand an answer for what I said, but then she can be gossiping with her mother, the foster mom, Adrian Felder, about me in front of my face all day, So I can tell the foster sister Shelly. I can tell for years she been, for some odd reason, she been fucking jealous of me. And it's like she was, you know, a bully, a bully. And so, she's one of the type of people that if you stand up to her, she'll back down and keep quiet and leave you alone. But that comes with thinking she can punish you with the silent treatment because she got mad because you stood up to her. And so Shelly is also Shelly and the foster sister Shelly and the foster aunt Mickey, the foster mom's sister Mickey, they both would make up outrageous and bogus lies on people. I mean, y'all got all that fortune and riches. Shelly was fortunate enough that being married to Brian, she didn't have to work. You know, and she was set for life, but all she do is sit around and watch TV and meddle in people's business all day. And so one time, it's like she was mad at me in 2006, and she had all that space over there and deliberately walked over by me and pushed me, and then I pushed her right back, and then she couldn't do nothing. I was ready to fight her that day.